It's a plank made out of silver or metal, and it leads to space, open space.
Mm-hmm.
It's a giant ship. It extends from. The ship is like a home. It glows with life. Somewhat alive.
How do you know that it's full of life?
It's glowing with life. It feels illuminated naturally.
Tell me more about the outside of that ship. How does it look like from the outside and what is it made of?
Smooth but not round. Has segments where it's round, oval shape, and then dips in, and then it gets wider. And the bottom below, almost like an animal, like the way a bird or a geese would look, but smooth and round without feathers, of course. And below it, there's a sharp point where it comes to. Underneath where the neck would be seems to be openings where ships can come and go. It's definitely an opening, like an entrance or exit. It's a really big ship, so I'm just on one segment.
Mm-hmm. What else do you notice about that ship? What's the color of that ship?
White with a yellow glow. Porcelain white. Almost like glass. Blue lights emitting like orbs.
Does it have windows or doors?
It's doors that come and go.
What do you mean by that?
They're not always open.
Mm-hmm. What's around the ship? What do you notice is around the ship? Where is it standing or is it suspended in the air,
It's floating.
in the outer space?
Yes, and there's a shield around bubble around it.
How big is that ship?
Maybe the size of a big city block,
Mm-hmm.
like the edge of Times Square, maybe.
Very good. Can you enter inside that ship?
Yes.
Tell me how you do that.
I turn back on the plank and just jump in. The plank seems to just. The ship doesn't have doors. You just go in. And when you enter it, your body just is inside, and it's pure white.
So it's more like teleportation? You just think about entering it?
You sink inside the ship, kind of.
Hmm. What do you see when you're on the inside?
Really clean, almost like really pleasant white, but natural white light. There's a friend there. He's a really good friend. He's got kind of a different style head, like his really pleasant smile. But his almost like a triceratops type crown, but a body, male human body like ours. He's just hanging out, sitting there, smiling.
That's someone you know from your current life?
Maybe not, but he's definitely a friend, a good friend. Because I'm happy.
So tell me more in detail what he looks like and what he's wearing.
We're wearing the same type of suit of white with blue glow suit, bodysuit, up to the neck with hands, regular hands, not closed, just a bodysuit. The boots seem to be made out of glass or a glass type material. It's transparent.
And are you wearing anything on your head?
No. I have short hair.
Tell me what your body looks like without a suit.
I can only see with the suit right now.
Okay.
But I'm fit, average height, light skin with blue glow. Smooth. No private parts, really. Maybe they're there. Really smooth.
Do you have a gender?
A male.
And how old are you?
Feels like a few hundred, maybe.
But your body does not look like that?
Not at all. It doesn't have an age.
And how is that possible to not have the age?
It's more than physical. It seems to be absorbing the energy of. It seems to be built of cosmic machinery. Like another universe inside. Very alive.
And you said your skin has a bluish glow. What is this glow about?
It's like a porcelain. It's very white, but it glows there's like an aura glow throughout, but it's part of the color.
Very good. Are you wearing any jewelry?
Nothing. There
Yeah.
seems to be lights
Mm-hmm.
within the body. I guess that would be considered jewelry, but
Mm-hmm.
underneath the neck, kind of underneath the jaw.
Is that part of the body or is that some kind of...
It's all part of it, but it's additional.
And what is that for?
I'm not sure.
Do you have any markings or symbols or tattoos on your body?
It seems really flowy. The body's, our structure is set, but when I focus on it, it seems not so stiff. Like almost moving in space. Moving with space.
What else do you notice around you inside the ship?
This extension that we're in is almost like a neck with a bubble on it. And once the neck leads to the body of the ship. There's not too much on the walls. There are some slight windows. A bit of a control center. Very illuminated everywhere. Nothing's dark. So simple, so minimal.
And how many of you are on this ship?
In this segment, just me and my friend.
Mm-hmm. And what about the whole ship?
Thousands.
And what are you all doing on that ship?
We're moving.
Tell me more about it.
There's families there too. There seems to be a central part of the ship with a commander, a female commander.
Where are you moving to?
We haven't been there yet. But apparently we know where.
What does that female commander look like? Does she look like you?
I don't know her too well, but less human, less huge hair, golden hair that looks almost like her body. And it giant head hair is her head size is proportionate, but her hair is part of her energy, and it's golden. It's almost it's connected to the ship, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And how is that connected to the ship?
The segment, the centerpiece where she's in, it's her hair is part of the ship. It's like energized, it's connected. And there's seems to be some eyeballs on her body. One, yeah. It's hard to make out her body.
So it's not human at all?
Hmm. Definitely not human, but of a resemblance, of just less need for body, it seems like. She uses arms.
Did she have the same suit that you have?
Golden glow. Her energy is enormous, bigger than she ever needs to use.
Now, because you said her hair is connected, is part of the ship, can she move around or is she always stationary at one place?
In this control center, she's connected. It's like her hair follows and is connected energetically to the ship. There seems to be not much of controls. It's just a center consciousness.
So where is she taking all of you? What kind of a new place that you mentioned? What is that new place? Where are you all going?
It might be Earth, but I don't think we know.
And where are you coming from?
A journey? We haven't been home.
So you always lived on the ship?
It's been a while, I think. Home is a red galaxy very far away. We can't go back.
And why is that?
Maybe it's not habitable.
What happened to it that it became uninhabitable?
I see round orbs all over, almost weaponized. Something absorbed it.
Very good. So let's go to the times when you were living at home on your planet. I want you to stand in front of the place that you lived on that planet, the place where you eat and rest. You're now standing in front of the place that you live in that lifetime on that planet. Be there now and tell me what you see.
It's so hard to perceive. There's like a style of farming where we're growing life. It's dark. It's a dark planet or dark visual. The stars seem to be amongst. It's a glass round window. There's like stars, but near us, sparkling, bright blue stars, expanding and detracting.
Where do you sleep and rest?
In the space that we live in.
And what does that space look like?
Space. But we become this unphysical. We're able to access the dimensional aspect of it, to live and create and interact. It's not a physical planet, more of a space.
Are you saying that if you need a place to rest, you just create it?
We become less animated and just step away into it without, there's not necessarily a physical body form here in this particular, although I do notice a feline and a being, also very space like. It's like the space is the people also. The beings are the space also.
So how did you go from being the space to having this human type of body with a blue glow? How did that happen, that process?
Turmoil? Some sort of change? Some tear in the space? It was very challenging, confusing.
And why did that happen?
I believe it's just necessary. Something that is beyond us, is part of the galaxy in nature. We are creators, and we have to be over created in our space. Energetic, working with affecting other worlds by just without having our own physical world.
And how was that affecting the other world energetically?
Our energy would be projected there as well. And so as the space became uninhabitable energetically, we had to migrate. And then
Very good.
we combined and this journey began. The lights in the ship and things came to life in a different manner. But the way we worked was we would mold life and through our energy what we would touch naturally becomes alive. And what touched us was everything. So we were everything.
Very good. Now I want you to see what you do with most of your time. See yourself doing what you do with most of your time now. Tell me what you see and what is happening.
Building technology now.
Tell me more about it. What kind of technology and how do you do that?
Traveling technology in wormholes to access like spirals.
Did you say the wormholes?
Technological wormhole.
What are those?
Devices to transport things.
So you were involved in creating them?
We were building those.
Tell me more about those devices. What do they do?
They spin silver vortex structures. They spin a lot.
And what do you use it for?
We're developing it to move items send items away, different places receive items.
And what kind of items would those be?
I see a wheel, like a white wheel.
And where can you send it to? You said you move them to other places. What other places?
It's another native land. Looks island-like. These guys are very alien-looking.
Can you describe what they look like?
Long noses, like an elephant, but tight. And ears, long ears, hanging down. Raised up bubble head. Eyes. Thin neck. Gold, copper suits. Not so emotional.
In what way?
Hard to read.
You said they were emotional?
They're not.
Oh, they're not emotional. Okay. How do you read them? How do you read other beings?
Energy.
And what can you tell from reading someone like that? What can you get out of it? What kind of information do you receive when you read someone?
Intention.
And what those beings are doing on this native planet
It's an island.
or an island?
Planet. It's an island planet.
What are they doing there on that island?
Communicating with other places to expand their civilization. They're searching for something new, something exciting. Their living area, their land is perfect. It's too perfect. They want something new. They want to trade and receive things from elsewhere. They were bored with the simplicity and perfectness.
So you're trading things with them?
Gifting them things.
Hmm.
I don't see there's anything we want from them other than communication.
Very good. Let's learn a little more. Close that scene. Now let's move to another important scene in that life that has information for you. We are moving to another important scene that has information for you. Be there now. Trust your first impressions and tell me what is happening. Where are you?
Inside our office.
What does the office look like?
Like a cinema, white cinema, all white. More like an office when we sit down.
Is that a room or
A room.
is there furniture there?
White seats, small ones. There's a lot of us here. There's a screen, something like a screen. It's not playing nothing. A large one covers up the whole wall.
Is there anything showing on the screen right now?
Nothing.
So what kind of things do you do when you come to this office? What is being shown on the screen?
We seem to be talking about these creatures that are looking to get into our ship. They're kind of dark insect energy.
And what do they want from all of you?
Energy.
What do they look like?
Spooky. Dark orange. Aura. They seem to cling onto the walls of the ship and find a way to get in, but they can't get in as their vibration doesn't match.
Do they have a physical body or some type of body?
Yes, it's like also energetic but physical. They're just curious and they want to, they're takers. But they've gotten into the perimeter and we want to send them away without destroying them.
Can you do that?
We're discussing how to.
Hmm. Who else is there with you in the room right now?
A couple of other females and seem to be team members, but not necessarily friends.
What do they look like?
Bit of a bob cut on one of them. It's like when we read them, we see the energetic aspect, the spirit. So it's not always translatable.
Mm-hmm. Do they look kind of like you when they have a physical body?
Very smooth, without such demanding features.
So all of you look different
Yes.
on that ship then, right?
Mm-hmm. We all have unique characteristics, not necessarily in the same translation.
But you're all from the same planet?
Yeah,
place?
we're all connected. We're all from the same place.
Very good. Close that scene. Now let's move to another important scene in that life that has information for you. We are moving to another important scene that has information for you. Be there now. Trust your first impressions and tell me what is happening. Where are you?
In a pink room, like a bedroom. It's kind of romantic, sensual energy. There's a partner there. She has a rose aura. Powerful, yet delicate. Fire and air in one. Hard to stay away from. There's an attraction. Magnetic. Complementing.
Does she have physical features?
It's the color of the aura, the characteristics of her energy. Strong, yet delicate, so smooth, so flowy, yet so attractive and strong. It's strong attraction. Feels more complete together.
Mm-hmm. And that's your partner?
Yes.
And how long have you been together, or how long have you known each other?
Feels like not long enough, but it feels like longer than we can speak of.
Do you have some type of mission together, or something you need to work as a couple on?
We help each other when we always help each other. We're never together enough. As we have commitments to the life force of our journey.
Mm-hmm. And what are your commitments?
My commitments are to navigate, and to shield, and to have fun with the others amongst us.
And what is your role on this ship? What are your responsibilities?
To feel the harmony between all the beings and to manage the harmonious synchronicity between us, so that the ship is in good health as well as us.
Very good. Now, is this life that you're seeing right now, is that a past life, or is it a parallel life?
Doesn't seem like I'm still there. There's perhaps a disconnection.
Do you die in this life? Can you die in that life?
It seems like a piece of me or me dropped out into an abyss, a lower consciousness.
Mm-hmm. And what happens next?
Start to develop new relationship to this planet that I've landed on.
Is that what you would call death?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Now tell me what happens next after part of your consciousness move to a lower vibrational place.
adapting, learning.
What is your physical appearance in that new place?
Very native, light, a lot of hair. Doesn't recall being a child, just being a naked adult in the sense of not knowing what's going on. Learning, seeing others, fighting, not used to fighting.
What are you fighting for?
Seeing others fight. Or be disharmonious with each other. The disconnection between all. Feeling disconnected.
What does that planet look like? What are you seeing around you?
Fear. Lost.
Very good.
Desert. Doesn't look like familiar planet. The very desert. Soft sand. Rocks. Civilizations. Towns. Food. It's almost like Indian food, kind of. Bread. That makes people happy.
Does that planet have a name?
Don't know. But there's more senses here. There's smell. There's joy also.
And does your body age in that place, on that new planet?
It's physical. It's fun also, because of my ignorance. So it's very, very joyful in my perspective. Learning like a kid in school.
Now let's move to the very last moments of that life. You do not have to experience anything painful. You see it as an observer if you would like. We are moving to the very last moments of that life. Be there now and tell me what you see.
An older fellow, white hair, staring at me, saying goodbye. pain in my heart. Fear of leaving. Gratitude. Want to stay. Seems like have to go.
Is there anyone else around you right now?
The
When that is happening?
older man with beard, white hair. A lady in the room. Seems to be very open. Natural. Like stone walls, but a lot of space. A lot of light. The physical starts to fade away. And slowly start departing from my body.
Mm-hmm. Take the very last breath of that lifetime and transition out of the body. You're now outside of the body. From this perspective, you can understand the deeper meaning and purpose of that life. What was the meaning and purpose of that life? What were you learning?
Emotions. Pain. And joy. Senses. Different experience. The necessity to learn, educate. Previously didn't need to learn, just needed to do. In this world, everything is earned.
Very good.